It's 3400 BC, and you've just woken up in ancient Egypt. Welcome to my channel. Imagine yourself waking with the first light spilling softly over the horizon. The sky is still a pale blue before the sun. There's full warmth, and the air is cool, but promises heat soon. The faint scent of damp earth and papyrus drifts gently from the nearby Nile. You find yourself in a small village nestled near the riverbank, where the fertile land stretches wide and flat, framed by low mud brick homes clustered close together. The walls are thick, built to hold in the cooler night air and shield from the relentless sun during the day. The rhythm of your life is tied to the seasons, the flooding and retreating of the Nile shaping your every task. With the waters receding, the rich soil left behind is soft and dark, ready to be turned, planted and nurtured. Farming here is back-breaking work. Your hands, though skilled and steady, are roughened from the coarse stalks of barley and emmer wheat, the staples of your diet. Each day begins with simple tools: a wooden hoe, a basket woven from reeds, and a stone grinding bowl to prepare grain for bread. As you step into the fields, the earth yields beneath your feet, warm and fragrant. The calls of water birds and the gentle rustling of papyrus stalks accompany your work, mingling with the distant laughter of children chasing one another through narrow lanes. Your village is more than a place of labor. It is a community woven tightly with shared rituals and beliefs. The sun god Ra-'s journey across the sky is honored each morning with whispered prayers, and small shrines in homes hold statues or images meant to guard the household. Superstition is a gentle companion. Stones with protective symbols, amulets against harm, and offerings to unseen spirits. As the morning progresses, the sun climbs higher, the heat building steadily. By midday, it is all-consuming. Finding shade becomes a priority. You might seek refuge under the broad leaves of a papyrus plant, or perhaps find shelter in the lee of a mud brick wall. Here, the air is still, the only sound the buzz of insects and the distant call of a bird. The heat, while oppressive, is also a source of life, drawing moisture from the earth and nurturing the crops that sustain you. When the sun reaches its zenith, you feel its power most keenly. Water, precious and vital, must be carefully conserved. The clay pot on your head, filled with water from the Nile, feels heavier with each step. The river, a lifeline, provides not only water for drinking and farming, but also for sustaining the ecosystem that provides food and materials. Life in the village flows around you, the rhythm of activity shifting with the sun. At home, the scent of baked bread mingles with the aroma of dried herbs, and the chatter of family members blends with the cooing of doves perched nearby. Meals are simple but nourishing: a stew of lentils or beans, a slice of flatbread, and sometimes fish caught fresh from the Nile. After the sun begins its slow retreat, the day continues. Plows are repaired, tools are sharpened for the next day's work, and the elderly share stories of the past with eager young listeners. The younger ones, their day's work done, might play a game with a ball made of papyrus, or they might help their mothers grind grain or prepare pottery. Some might take up a musical instrument, a harp or a flute, and fill the evening with music. Evenings bring a welcome calm. The village slows as the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky with soft hues of pink and gold. Smoke from cooking fires drifts lazily upward, mingling with the cool night air, scented faintly with lotus flowers. As you settle in for rest, the sounds of crickets and distant frogs create a gentle lullaby. The stars, clear and bright in the dark sky, serve as silent witnesses to the cycle of day and night, work and rest, life along the Nile. Life in this village is a constant balance between work and respite, belief and daily necessity, nature and human effort. Imagine the steady heartbeat of this village life, the passing of days marked by toil and quiet moments alike. a world both distant and intimately connected to the earth and the river that sustains it. Now visit a typical Egyptian village in 1880, or explore what life was really like in ancient Rome. In the hushed stillness of an ancient Egyptian tomb, where the whispers of eternity dance among the shadows, there's a secret just waiting to be uncovered. It's a place where time seems to stand still, where the veil between the past and the present is thinnest, where the secrets of a bygone era are patiently kept. Imagine standing before a weathered stone tablet, its surface etched with enigmatic hieroglyphs. These symbols hold stories from a time when the pharaohs ruled, when the mighty kings and queens walked the earth. Now close your eyes and let the desert wind brush against your skin, carrying with it the scent of ages past. Feel the soft grains of sand beneath your feet as you step into a vast burial chamber. Here, the air is heavy with the weight of history, with tales of pharaohs and priests and the rituals of a civilization long gone. The silence is profound, broken only by the echoing drip of water and the beating of your own heart. Here in the Valley of the Kings, amidst the slumbering giants who once walked the earth, a young king awaits. His name echoes through time, Tutankhamun, or King Tut, as he's more popularly known. But this king's story isn't one of great palaces or monumental conquests. His tale is one of a life cut short, a reign that ended when he was just a boy of 19. The discovery of his tomb in 1922 wasn't marked by trumpets or fanfare. Instead, it was a quiet affair, a testament to the meticulous work of archaeologist Howard Carter and his team. They had chipped away at the dust and grime of centuries, revealing a marvel hidden from view. It was a small tomb, modest in size, yet extraordinary in what it held. Picture the scene as you carefully step over the threshold into the tomb. Inside, the walls are adorned with vibrant paintings. Scenes from ancient myths and legends come to life with colors as rich as the pharaoh's robes. There are images of gods and of the afterlife, a journey that the young king would soon embark upon. And here in the heart of the tomb, at the end of a long corridor, lies the burial chamber. As you move forward, the flickering light of your lantern dances over golden masks, finely crafted jewelry and painted chests, each telling a silent story of a bygone era. Delicate statues stand guard, their postures frozen in time, their gazes fixed on some distant horizon. Among them, a small sarcophagus, its surface adorned with intricate carvings of the king's emblem, perhaps a hawk, a symbol of his connection to the divine. But the true marvel lies within, in the treasures buried alongside the young king. Can you see the glint of gold as something precious is lifted from its resting place? What stories do these artifacts tell? Were they meant to accompany the king in his journey to the afterlife, or were they meant to safeguard him here in his earthly tomb? As you examine these relics, you can't help but wonder about the life they once adorned, about the rituals that gave them meaning, and about the people who crafted them with such care. Each object is a silent messenger from the past, whispering tales of a lost civilization. As you continue your exploration, you might come across a small wooden box. Inside, carefully wrapped, is a collection of letters. They could be love letters from the Queen, diplomatic correspondence from neighboring lands, or perhaps personal notes from the king himself. Imagine the thrill of carefully unrolling a papyrus, of tracing the ancient script with your fingertips, and of letting your imagination run wild as you try to decipher the secrets held within these fragile folds. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb was a monumental event, a moment when the past reached out and touched the present. It was a reminder that beneath the quiet earth lie stories waiting patiently for their moment to be told. The fascination with King Tut endures not only because of the enigma that surrounds his untimely death, but also because of the treasures that offer a tangible link to our shared human past. Each artifact discovered is a piece of a grander puzzle, a testament to the ingenuity and artistry of a civilization that thrived thousands of years ago. It's an invitation to step back in time, to walk in the footsteps of pharaohs and to marvel at the beauty that can survive across millennia.